Oh my gosh, that view is so marvelous. Oh, I am so grateful I am failing up. So, why am I saying I'm failing up? Because all of my plans didn't go quite as expected. You know, it doesn't matter how horrible your plans fail. If you get this, it is so awesome. I don't mind failing up. You know, when I started getting ready for this episode, I had some friends get in touch with me and said, "Hey, we want to come help you." And I said, "Great. I love the help." And, you know, there were a lot of things that got to hear, but they helped me get that view. So while I was trying to film, you know, I made some blunders. One, I forgot to get good pictures of my friends helping.
Let me help you.
Oh.
I should have it.
Huh? No.
Oh wow.
But that's not the worst of it. But it's one of the best things that happened. You know, failing up is one of those things where it's an opportunity to learn and gain perspective and gain an opportunity to find out how you can be your best. You know, let me show you what my friends helped me accomplish. So with their help, I was able to clear out all of that space, create that brush pile, clear out that space, create that brush pile. Let's see if I can zoom out and just get a better view. We're looking at a few thousand square feet of space that they literally helped me clear out. Now I'm nowhere close to done, but that is huge. And they gave me a magnificent view. Now, I'm sitting here, and let me zoom in here. That's a tripod I built. Why did I build a tripod? Well, when I was getting ready to do this episode, I went to grab my tripod and my tripod broke. You know, that happens. It's life. And I went to myself and I said, you know, this is so close. I don't want to go out and buy another tripod. I've got plenty of trees. I can create a tripod. And I did. And I went, you know, I'm going to show you how I made that tripod. And I will. In fact, let me show you that now. So here we go. One tripod. Awesome, awesome. So now it's just a matter of figuring out where the camera will go, and we'll build a second one. All right, so my tool of choice, my loppers. So this one's not going to be as hefty as the one I produced here that I'm filming from right now, but Let's go. So now I got a few pieces here to choose from. And as you will notice, I cut off my head. It's okay, because I can laugh at myself for that. And you should be able to laugh at me for that as well. And I was a success at doing that. So we got together and I told everybody I'd be recording this so that I could document everything we're doing. And the first tree that comes down nearly knocks over the tripod. And then a little while later, I knocked down the tripod. And put my phone in the dirt. And so I was recording dirt. Then I'm like, okay, I gotta get this picked up. And I got it set back up. I started filming again, and apparently I touched the screen and I was filming behind instead of forward, and you missed a lot of action. And that's okay.
I should have it.
I've learned something. I've solved a problem that I didn't know I had. Or maybe I did know I had, but I solved a problem. And I failed up. Every time I failed up, because each one of my failures was not a failure. It was just a problem I needed to solve in disguise. And I was so happy to learn everything I've learned just in this one episode. Now, are my friends going to come back? Probably. We haven't had a chance to talk yet, and we'll get to do that later this week. And I'll probably ask them to come out and help some more, because I've got twice, maybe 3-4 times this much to clear yet. And I've got to figure out what I'm going to do with all my brush piles. I don't want to burn them in a typical manner as of yet. I just don't have, I don't want to get the burn permits. And I'm thinking, I've got some ideas in my head. And if you want to comment, I'd be happy to hear your thoughts. But I was thinking of getting another saw up here and making this into something finer, and making biochar, or making a pit and making charcoal. Either way, it's a very low, cool burn temperature that doesn't fully burn everything and just gets it really, a real coal-like consistency to the product. And doesn't release all the carbon out into the air. Now, for those who are big anti-carbon fans and want it collected and put into the soil, yay, because I'm benefiting your philosophy Am I of that camp? I don't know. But I know that it is beneficial to my plants that I plan on planting here. But there's a lot of things I need to learn before I get to that point, and a lot of problems to solve before I get to that point. So this is just fantastic. I just love this view. Again, what can we solve today?